Greetings to everybody, the family in Africa, in the diaspora, all over the world. It's Ghana Unplugged, back to you again. Today, we're continuing where we left the last time. Today, we're basically speaking about why I'm going to vote for President Nana Addo Akufo Addo of Ghana in the December 2020 election. Um, Akufo Addo, President Akufo Addo, different from John Mahama, as in terms of their family background, because Akufo Addo, President Akufo Addo, was also born into a political family. His father, who happens to be Edward Akufo Addo, was one time um, a prime minister of Ghana, and he also played a very great role in the freedom, in fighting for freedom from then British. So Akufo Addo was also born into a political family, and so he grew up being a politician. This is a man who is professionally a lawyer, and because he was born into the struggle, he grew up and had the love in him to, in one way or the other, also contribute to the progress of his country and then the continent Africa as a whole. So he ended up becoming a member of parliament in the Nchebi, where he comes from, in a constituency there. So he was in parliament for about 2, 3 terms before. I mean, during those times, he was also appointed later on during President Kufuor's regime between 2002 to 2008. He was appointed as Minister of Justice and Attorney General of State. And so he did great during that time. Akufo-Addo, even his records as a Minister of Justice, I remember Victor Salome, then NDC government, under Jerry John Rawlings. He served in that government. Victor Salome was imprisoned because of causing financial losses to the state. I mean, Chachuchi Kata also, a very known Supreme Court judge here in Ghana, and even a lawyer at one point, a very powerful figure in then PNDC and NDC, even AFAC era. But because Akufo-Addo is a man of justice and wanted the good for the country, once these guys were caught at the wrong side of the law, he made sure the law dealt with them and they were imprisoned. So before then, even before his records, before he became president, speaks for itself. And so moving on, Akufo-Addo later on competed with then President Kufuor for the flag bearership of MPP in the 2000, there about 2000, 2001, when Jerry John Rawlings was leaving power, which Kufuor won and then have to lead MPP. So in 2008, after Kufuor's term was over, Akufo-Addo contested again as the flag bearer of MPP, and he won. He contested with other people, he won. So he got a chance to compete as the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party of Ghana against John Evans Atamils of the New Democratic Congress. And in that election, Akufo-Addo lost. Akufo-Addo lost to John Evans Fifi Atamils, which he boldly and confidently accepted his defeat. So moving on, after the death of President John Evans Atamils and his vice John Mahama coming to take over, Akufo-Addo, after that 4 years was over, a new election was then being held in 2012, which Akufo-Addo contested Mahama, and in that election will go down in history as the most turbulent time in the history of Ghana. It was really a critical moment because after the election, then Akufo-Addo's New Patriotic Party felt they were cheated in the election, and so they didn't want to accept the outcome of the election. But luckily and fortunately for us, he rather, instead of resorting to the use of arms, rather resorted to the peaceful means of settling dispute. That is, he resorted to the Supreme Court of Ghana to handle more practices with regards to the outcome of then 2012 election, which was beautifully, dealt with. It was, shown on national television. The judges sat on it, and the outcome was that indeed John Mahama won the election on fair grounds, so which Akufo Addo boldly accepted defeat again. And moving on, in 2016, after the death, after Mahama's almost, I would say, first, because then he was a vice, and because of the death of Ivan Satamils, he ended up for about 1 year before the 2012 election. So in 2016, Nana Akufo Addo contested John Dramani Mahama again, and this man won the election this time. So why am I gonna vote for this man? Because he's just been president for about 3 years. Let's say, because it's not yet 4 years. We're still in 2020. It's December that is gonna be 4 years. But this man has done marvelously, wonderful things. Even during his campaign, this man was making a whole lot of promises. He was promising free education, one district, one factory, one constituency, $1 million. He was campaigning for implementation of job opportunities. He campaigned for a whole lot, improvement of life of the people in the country. He campaigned for an end to electricity outage, which people thought, is one of those political talk. But to be frank with you, we are in 2020 now. This man made these campaign promises in 2016. To be frank with you, currently, Ghana no longer have DUMSO. Electric outage has been dealt drastically with. And the great thing is, for the past 6 months, Ghanaians have been enjoying free electricity, free water bills. Nobody pays electricity bills, nobody pays water bills for the past 6 months. Moving on, he has implemented free education. This man said, yeah, I'm gonna implement free education during 2016 by NDC. The opposition under John Dramani Mahama said, no, there's no way you can implement free senior high education in Ghana. This man came his first term in office. Within that 2017, he made sure he implemented free education and is doing very well. Everybody here in Ghana, whether poor, rich, everybody now enjoys basically free senior high school education. And this has really benefited the whole nation. Come to think of it, we all know that education is the key to success. My teacher once used to tell me that seek ye the academic kingdom and all other things shall be added unto you. You see, so now everybody, wherever the person is, irrespective of how poor the person is, once the person gains admission to senior high school, he pays nothing. So this has created an opportunity for everybody to have access to education, to improve on the training of the mind. And this has been so great. Moving on, this man has implemented, livelihood empowerment against poverty. He pays people, the aged, let me put it that way, he pays the aged some amount of money to survive. He caters for the disabled. Mahama terminated in 2016, during his reign, he terminated he terminated nurses allowance, teachers training allowances. They cancelled it. They said it wasn't helpful to the economy. But Akufo Addo promised that when he came, he was gonna resurrect it. He came, and indeed, he has implemented it. Now, nurses and teacher trainees are able to get allowances to support their basic needs. So, if you graduate from free SHS and you don't even have money, once you get admission to nursing training school, government still provides you allowance to sustain your livelihood in such institution, which is very great. This is the kind of leaders we need, because the ordinary citizens are supposed to feel the impact of the national cake. They are supposed to also have their share of the national cake. It can't be that some individuals will go and sit elsewhere and conjure figures, and only they and their family will be benefiting from the national cake which God has blessed everybody with. You see, this man is doing marvelously well. Come to think of the roads that have been constructed since this man assumed office. Think of schools. He's built massive schools. I mean, provide infrastructures for schools, for hospitals. This is a man doing so great. He's created so much employment for, I mean, graduates were unemployed during the time of John Mahama. They refused to employ graduates. Nobody was being employed. By now, Akufo Addo, we have planting for food, we have NAPCO, we have forestry. Like, he's implemented so many job opportunities that, I mean, as at now, probably 50% of graduates are employed. I mean, the salary may not be reasonable, but it's still cool. At least they are able to do something with their life. This is a man who doesn't condone corruption. As a result of that, as a result of the fact that he doesn't condone corruption, he appointed a non-public advocacy against corruption, who is a strong figure of the opposition New Democratic Congress, Martin Amidu, to spearhead the Special Prosecution Committee to make sure that issues of corruptions are dealt with. This is a man not coming from Akufo Addo's party, but then the opposition. So this is a man that, I mean, deserves all the accolades. He's doing well. The direction he is taking Ghana to, I mean, his policies are marvelous. They are great. And in any day, this is a man that Africa needs. This is a man advocating Africa beyond needs, African beyond international aids. This is a man who says Africans can do it on our own. We don't need any Western aids before Africans can be able to stand on their feet. And he's proving it. He's proving it. He's done marvelously well. This is a man who is willing to connect the family in the diaspora with the people on the continent. As a result of that, he implemented the Year of Return initiative, where natives of Africans that were taken from us had a chance to come and see for themselves their home that were taken from them. What's more, I mean, he's doing marvelously great. He's been wonderful. And looking at the policies that he is currently advocating, that if he should get the power come 2020, he's gonna implement. I bet you, before this man leaves Parliament by 2024, Ghana would have been so great, and it goes on to affect Africa as a whole, because this is a man playing major role when it comes to ECOWAS and African Union meetings. He's doing very well in terms of the security and the safety of Ghana and Africa as a whole. This is an open person, willing to accept criticism and to accept the decisions and then the pronunciations of others and bring it into practice, put it into practice. So, wherever you are, I mean, we all want the best for Africa. We want somebody that can really control the national assets to the benefit of everybody. And here comes the man, Akufo Addo, to me currently, comparing to John Mahama, is the best. It's the right choice. You can do your personal research after watching this video, and you're gonna confirm to it that indeed between Akufo Addo and John Mahama, Akufo Addo deserves to be voted again. I love you all. Is Ghana Unplugged? Just stay tuned. Just subscribe, like, view, and share our videos so that together we can all build the Africa that we want it to be. Africa is ours, and we have the right to build Africa the way we want it to be. I love you all. Greetings to everybody wherever you are. Cheers, stay safe, take care, see you next week. Bye.